Everybody, welcome. My name is Reaver Valkyria, and today is a day that you will all remember. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a really important question. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love is changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Okay, we dated the video. We dated the fucking video.
God.
But welcome. My name is Reaver Valkyria. We are the TheNatOnes. I am joined by Miss Ducky, Oonga Boonga Gaming, and the Nerd Inc. And they are going to be playing their characters Hagen, Ratgan, and Cern. Unfortunately, Reactive is down today, so you are just going to have to pay attention to our little Discord pictures and everything. So
also, before we get started, I forgot to announce this last night, and this is actually something I think happened like last week. But I have in fact changed my Twitch name from Oonga Boonga Gaming to Maverick Hellcat, thus making it easier for people to figure out who I am.
Yeah, he did.
Well, let me check this out.
Oh, you suck!
Let me check this out.
I'm sorry, I am no longer Oonga Boonga Gaming.
I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to spoil it by just going fast, speak faster than you, because you're taking too long.
I can no longer play up the aesthetic of being a caveman. I now have to be some fucking elite gamer, fucking... I don't know what the hell my actual name would apply towards, but whatever.
A Maverick Hellcat. Hellcat. A car.
What?
No, not the car.
Yep.
Fuck.
No, it's not the car. It's not even the tank.
It's a car.
It's actually for the plane, you fucking dickhead.
No, it's for
Fucking
the car.
Educate yourself, my friend, okay?
Stop being ignorant! Don't be ignorant!
Stop being ignorant.
Stop being so ignorant!
Stop being ignorant.
That's racist!
But
Alright.
yeah, so Maverick Hellcat on Twitch. You can look him up below. I do have him as my second suggested streamer.
Woo-hoo. Just when you go to spell Maverick, make sure you drop the E from Maverick. Yes, I know it's technically spelt wrong, but fuck
and
all
lowercase
y'all.
the M.
I do what I want.
And lowercase the M. Don't forget the lowercase about the M.
Yeah. But we are
He couldn't financially.
That distraction aside.
We are playing in the Epilogue now. So let me set the scene real quick with the right music. That isn't September.
Drop the lights.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if we just had like
just September playing the entire time.
Earth, Wind, and Fire softly playing in the background.
Oh my god, no, I would not. No, I would not. No,
no, definitely. I think you'd probably get the
entire stream would be muted.
It'd be so good.
Oh my god. All right.
Sorry, chat. You just had to be there to experience it.
Yeah, you just have to be there. Hopefully, we played just enough to where the little AI guy is gonna let us go with a warning. But if not, then
he's gonna come and ream your ass, bud.
If not, then you guys just have to watch the streams live to understand the jokes we're making.
Yep.
So, you guys have just defeated Melis, and with the help of Reaver and Velky, we're able to push him into the primordial chaos beyond to never be seen again. And with that, you guys have spent some time to recuperate.
Yay!
And you have been summoned to the docks, where a celebration in your honor is being held. You see crowds of people on the beach and on the dock. Nobles, merchants, sailors, entertainers, field workers, soldiers, mercenaries, all mingling on the beach and celebrating you. As you walk down the pathway to the docks, they take a pause from their celebration to curtsy, bow, to wave, to sing your praises. Take it in.
Yay. Thank you, my adoring fans.
Oh my god, that's right!
Oh, God.
I created the Max! Oh my god!
He what?
I'm gonna cry to the max.
Oh, he's so hot! He's so hot! Look at him, he's literally on fire!
I want to have this
God,
baby.
I want to fucking kill myself.
Take my child.
Oh.
Raise him as your own.
Well,
I
most
can't
of
do
them,
this anymore as I take my bench brush and blow my brains out with 3 scorching earth.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Most of them give you a moment of respectful silence as they bow to you as you walk by. But as you make your way through, you're met by an orchestra of bards, fiddlers, and a group of comely lasses dancing on a makeshift dance floor on the dock, and they are joined by a mixture of each class: noble, merchants, entertainers, workmen, soldiers, as they are joined on the dance floor. But from the dance floor, you can see the ship, a new ship that Fen is using. It seems less impressive than his original, because his original was an airship. This one is just a pure boat, but with how the sails and what do you call it? Bow? Yeah, bow. Yeah. No, that's not it.
Describe it.
Bow. There we go. There we go.
Bow.
Oh, the bow.
Bow. There
Are you
we
sure
go.
you're not talking about the stern?
Stern. Don't believe so.
I honestly can't remember which one is which. Front and back, take your pick. 50-50 chance.
Yeah. But now you got me all. I gotta look up what I was saying. I did say the hull.
The only thing I do remember is port and starboard, left and right.
Yeah. The bow is the front part of the ship.
Okay, so I got it right. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
All right. The stern is the back. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you got me second guessing myself and everything. I was like, did I say it right? Did I?
No, you got it right. It's just Mav wanted to fuck with you.
Hey, I'm just trying to make sure you don't fuck it up because I constantly fuck it up. Because I always accidentally say stern because in my head it's sternum, the front.
Yeah. So the stern is the back of the ship, and the bow is where the big rod sticks out.
Oh, okay.
Big rod. I love me a big rod on my bow.
You probably, I know you do. I know you do.
Aw.
Just messing. I don't, honey. Stop asking
What the fuck is
questions.
happening?
Stop
asking
asking
questions. You don't need to know.
Why'd you have to take my degenerate shit and turn it into even more degenerate shit, man? What the fuck?
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the counter king. Remember that? Just messing. But as you look at the bow of the ship, there's a small little Easter egg where the head, usually has like something depicting a mermaid or, some sort of aquatic animal of some sort. The head of this ship is a depiction of the late princess of Yobai. But standing there, you see the entire crew, people of interest here on the deck would be Fen, Hazadir, Draven, Axton, Renwall, Elros, and Wilhelm, as well as the crew of the previous airship. As Fen kind of waves you on up. Hey! I know the party's down there, but perhaps you'd like to get away from the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, I think spend time with our friends would be nice.
Please.
As we start heading up.
The spotlight, I can't stand this shit right now.
You guys kind of walk on the edge of the dance floor, and people, you are the guests of honor here, so there are a lot of eyes on you guys as you guys get towards the path up into the ship. You are met by a massive tiger man, as it's Rawshaw.
Hey.
And he stops you guys. Names.
What?
What?
Names.
I look back and forth between
Hagen.
Rashawn and Cern. Is like, is this guy fucking serious?
I'm just gonna walk past him.
He's like, whoa, he stops you. Names, please.
Names are, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass if you don't let us by.
Okay, sir. Calm down.
He looks at you, and he's like, one eyebrow, like raised. Name?
Sherman. Call back to the first time I was asked of my name. No, fine. As long as you don't go fucking, spreading around that I'm fucking over here or something. It's Ratgan. You know me, right?
Yeah? Let me see if you're on the list.
What the fuck?
Yep, you're on the list.
Alright,
Go on in. Alright. Hagen.
Mhm.
You're on the list too.
Alright.
Sir? Ah, shit, yeah. Fuck. I fucked it up. Yeah, you're on the list.
No, that's not the real Cern. It's the imposter.
Oh my god, no, run!
There's a big old smile kind of like spreads over his face. You see one of the party goers, this really comely lass. She's wearing a one of them see-through veils with what would you say? Not a lot of clothes underneath. You can see the outline of her body, and she's just like, "I'm with them. Can I come in?" And he's like, "Name." And she's like, "My name is Electra." And he's like, "You're not on the list." And he pushes her off of the dock. And as you guys walk up to the deck, Fenn's just kind of leaning. And he's just like, yeah, that's fun for him. I told him he could go have a drinking contest or maybe arm wrestling, but no, he's been doing that all night.
Shoving people off the dock?
He's been shoving people off the dock.
And as you guys look closer onto his the little board of a piece of paper that he's looking, there's really nothing on it.
It's empty.
Like, I didn't even make a
No.
list.
I just know who's not supposed to be up here.
No, they can come up here. He's just not letting. he's not
Wow.
letting.
Oh,
Well,
what a dick.
I know what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the night.
You don't want to help that one lass out of the water? You don't want to be your
Fuck no.
hero?
Hagen will help her because Hagen's nice.
Gay!
Yep.
No.
I should have known you were one of those filthy.
But
gay.
the ship is decorated for the occasion. Lanterns are strung between masts, and you can see the fireworks being lit on the shoreline as they pop off every once in a while. But here, apparently in a private VIP area, you see a buffet of exotic foods and drink.
Ooh.
I thought I'd bring out everything that I had from my travels. So feel free to partake and enjoy the night. You are joined by friends.
Yes. As Stern starts digging into the food,
Oh yeah.
finally get to try something new.
All right. So as you begin to dig into the food, this is the most succulent, delicious spread that you have ever come into contact with.
Considering we've been eating jerky for the last, 9 months?
Jerky and hardtack.
Because we have not actually gone to a restaurant once in this campaign.
Yeah, that's gonna
We've never
change
been
in
to
the
a
next
bar.
one though, for sure. Because
Too busy trying not to die. Thank you very much.
We're too busy trying not. We were being hunted most of the time.
Yeah.
yeah, on here, you see that the majority of it are like Eastern Kingdom cuisines, like spiced cocoa and cactus juice,
Okay.
cinnamon sugar mango bread, breaded fish with stuffed olives.
Ugh.
Ooh.
You see something that might catch your eye, Cern, a crickets on koshes with cactus fruit.
Ooh.
But the locals have also pitched in as well, as they have now their Western Kingdom cuisines here as well. You see thick bread with sweet cream and candied mushrooms. You see a shit ton of buttered prime rib, meat pies, blood sausages, the works. But the biggest thing, which is something you've seen Reaver eating quite a lot, is a pig turkey minnow roast. Where it sounds just what it is, where it's a minnow shoved inside a turkey, shoved inside a pig, and roasted to perfection.
I'm sorry, this
That
is
sounds
from a minnow to
weird.
a fucking turkey, really?
Yeah.
A minnow shoved into a turkey, shoved into a
It's
pig.
almost like,
I would understand if like a bunch of minnows. We're talking like a singular minnow or something.
It's almost like that one dish where it's like a duck shoved into something.
Turducken.
Here's
how-
Mav,
Chicken
Mav,
stuffed
Mav.
in a duck stuck.
Here's how it works. It's a contest to see who gets the minnow, because that's the best part.
That's the best part.
All right,
So,
that was
yep.
great.
You gotta eat
I-
enough of it to go through the pig to the
Yeah.
turkey, and then whoever's lucky enough to get the minnow part in the turkey
Right.
bits, they win.
I honestly was surprised that we didn't have the most exotic of Western dishes, beans on toast.
Oh,
That's not Western.
well, let's see here. I
That's a
believe-
crime against humanity.
Well, there's thick bread.
The universe of humanity manifested British cuisine.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really any toast, but there's thick bread and jam. And if you do really want it, I believe in the Eastern cuisine, they did have beans with it.
Yeah.
So you could add those two together, even though technically it's not exclusively the Western kingdoms.
I'm gonna change the world forever with this. Korea.
Yeah. God no.
Anywho.
I can't.
No. All jokes aside. Ratgan is not actually quite that hungry.
Not even for
You see that he's
Skyrim
Scooby snack.
breakfast.
he is intrigued by the dishes, and he's not going to shy away from them, but you can tell that he's not exactly hungry. Anytime he's after food, you see kind of like that look of like, kind of an upset stomach, as understandably he's been through quite a lot in the last couple of days, and taking food right now is probably not on the table for him necessarily.
Okay.
He's just trying to hold it together enough to get through today.
All right.
CERN's not going to hold back. He's going to be drinking, eating everything he can, because he still remembers the first day he was in the Hexel. He was in prison. They only gave him a shit meal and no alcohol.
We didn't have a single good meal the entirety of
No.
Not even in prison. We got jail food. I asked for
Decent
alcohol, and
jail
he's like,
food,
"No, we
but it
can't give it to
wasn't-
you." It was
it
decent
wasn't
jail
best.
food,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot fancier than what he was serving others.
Mhm.
God. But as you guys are chowing down, the rest of the guests are sort of pairing off with each other. Hazadir and Wilhelm are hanging out together. Don't really know what they're talking about currently. You see Elros. He is chilling around the stern, looking at the beach, and just what everybody is up to with a drink in hand. Axton and Renwall, they seem to be walking down into the party itself. And Draven, he's taking a nap. So that is where everybody currently is right now, as Fen walks over to you guys. Well, you guys can either stay here, stuff your faces, or you guys can participate in everything else that's going on around this event. As he kind of points out, there's drinking contests and knife throwing, card games, dice games, and arm wrestling going on the dock, and there's a sea shanty contest that's going to be happening on a dance floor pretty soon.
Mm.
So you guys have the run of the place, so please just do one thing tonight. Let's have fun. All right, so let's go down the line here. And Hagen, what is it that you want to do tonight?
Well, Hagen's kind of the anxious social bug here because she doesn't really know everybody aside from Elros. She's going to grab a drink and then head towards the party that's below.
All right.
I'm kind of just staying in the back, honestly.
Well, nobody really bothers you. Don't even really interact with you at all. But one person does. As Elros kind of appears next to you.
Long time no see.
I see some things never change. Went from my ship to the hero of the hour. Must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah. It's nice to know I've at least made some other people's lives better in a way.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your plan from here on out?
Honestly, just to go back to in the woods. It's what my wish was.
Yeah, I couldn't help but overhear that when you were having a conversation with Krona. Well, if you ever feel the need for another adventure, I guess you know where to look. I could always use another ship.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll hit you up if I ever need another adventure. I should just take a swig from my drink.
As he saunters off, I'm gonna go see what else there is out there. As he skedaddles. Oh, shit. We'll move over to Ratgan. Ratgan,
Yay.
what are you doing?
Well, I've got one of two things. I could go and hang out with Wilhelm Hasdir and probably try and RP that out, or I could do what Ratgan really wants to do and go watch Russia shove people into the bay. I kind of want to participate. Disguise self. You know?
The hero, the pettiest bitch around.
No. I'll disguise self as like, you know, as another one of a were-tiger like Russia, and just sit there and assist him in picking who to throw into the bay and who not to.
So you grab, each of you grabs one limb and just tosses them over.
Alright, I think it'd probably to have better RP. Let's go with hanging out with Wilhelm and Hasdir.
Alright. As you walk over to them, you're able to hear part of their conversation. They're talking about rebuilding plans for Hexel. Or if they should even build here to begin with.
Oh. I mean, I suppose they're discussing this idea of like, you know, I don't know whether should we even rebuild in Hexel. I mean, it's probably a good blueprint as any. I mean, the monsters that, you know, haunt us on the roads don't exactly stop now that the Blood King's gone, right?
Well, you got a point there. Not that there are any real monsters out there anymore. But, I get you. There's still dangers out there. I'd say building here wouldn't be too bad. It's just the infrastructure and existing political obstacles we'd have to leap over. It's all fun now, but we're thinking about the future, and there's pretty much going to be a lot of nobles most likely trying to get the big seat.
I suppose you're right. I don't exactly envy the task of trying to figure out who's most worthy to take that position. I personally don't want it myself. I've already done enough as it is trying to save the whole world, I guess, and I'm already ready for retirement. I just want to melt away into obscurity and never have to think about fucking saving anybody ever again, but well, I guess that's not who I am now anymore, is it?
I don't suppose it is.
Well, I suppose. How far into the future do you think we have to plan, though? I mean, do we really have to stop and discuss it now? I mean, I know that rebuilding's gonna need to take structure and leadership. You know, like you said, somebody's gonna have to take that seat and take the controls. But I mean, I suppose we could just start from the ground up. You know, figure out the small thing, the details, the minutia. Probably sort out the leadership on the way up. I mean,
You're right. Our job is to give these people homes. Shame. They took my fabricator away.
yeah.
Made my job 10 times easier. Now we're gonna have to do everything from scratch.
Speaking of things being taken away, I suppose, how's it there? How are you holding up?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a smith by trade, but a fabricator allowed me to build on an entirely different level. And without it, I feel I'm a little scared that I might not be able to do the same amount of craftsmanship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose to try and fit in my role of being, you know, the one who cares. I think you might need to keep your chin up. You've already got a lot of skill and talent as it is, and I suppose to make a point of comparison, if you've seen me, where I've come from basically nothing and almost being self-taught, I suppose, you know, how little I came from, how little talent I used to have. Just imagine if the starting point that you've got and the amount of effort you can put into it, probably be back on your feet, the same level you used to be in no time.
As you say so. You're right. That's for sure. It just means we're gonna have to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
So when we get building, we gotta build it strong.
Yeah.
Strong enough that no tyrant or some freak from beyond the veil will ever be able to topple it again. And I think with the three of us, we might just manage.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's not like we're at a disadvantage either. I mean, we've learned a lot along the way, and actually, that reminds me. I need to go grill Alros on if he was able to pick up anything on how the Blood King was able to reverse engineer the power source here in Hexel. I think that might come in handy.
Wilhelm just kind of looks over to the dock. I think I seen him make his way down there.
I'll interrogate him later. I think I'll take the advice. Who was it? Fen, right? That told us that we need to relax and enjoy ourselves, or
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to it.
Yeah, Fen
I'll
told
take
you guys
Fen.
to have fun.
I think I'll try and take Fen's advice for tonight and just have some fun. I'd advise you guys probably try and do the same. We've had a lot happen leading up to this, and it's gonna be a lot more to come, so best take your breaks and enjoy your time when you still can. As I'll kind of just pat the both of them on their shoulders, and then I'll head over.
On that, brother, we can agree. As they both throw up their mugs and take a swig.
With that, I'm going to walk over to Rashal and disguise self to look like a weretiger, and I'm going to assist him in playing bouncer for the night. Where he'll ask for people's name, look at the sheet, then look at me, and I'll just shake my head and we'll throw him overboard.
God. As you walk up to Rasha, he looks at you, sniffs you, and he's like, "So you're gonna help me then?"
Yeah, I heard that. You know, we got a lot of cretins trying to break their way into the most elite level of this party. I'm here to make sure that we don't, let the riffraff in. As I give him a wink.
As we got one right now. As an overdressed noble comes towards you. He's wearing what do you call it? A lacy gown, and his fingers are decorated with rings. And as he gets closer, you can smell that he's just dripping in perfume.
Aha.
Hello.
Right, name.
I am Reginald III, and I was personally invited by the host up there.
I see. Is he on the list?
Rasha looks at the list and shakes his head. Well, I know Madeline Graywell.
Graywell.
And she let you all borrow a bottle of wine, or multiple wines of bottles. And if you do not let me in, I will have a word with her.
Right. Let me go to speak to her real quick, corroborate your story, and then we'll see what happens. As I'll just kind of wander off for like a solid minute, and then just come right back. Yeah, she says she don't know you.
Rasha kind of looks at you. What are you doing? I thought you were going to do the fun part.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Let's get his hopes up first.
Now,
Now.
that does not sound right, sir. So please, if you will step aside as he tries to kind of squeeze between you and Rasha.
Now, hold up as I put my hand up. Now, as we said, your name's not on the list, and the inviter that you've mentioned isn't really vouching for you. Now, normally, we'd, push you aside and maybe send you off the dock if we didn't like the look of your face. But if you're willing to ensure that you're not here in any nefarious means, taking off any potentially magical items, making sure that you have nothing to conceal, no places to conceal nothing. I mean, then we can talk. Otherwise, as I thumb over to the drink.
No. I'm supposed to be up there. Now step aside, you overgrown flea bags.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. As he tries to push past again, I'll lift him up, and kind of do what would it be called? Kind of like that performative wrestler move where you just kind of hold him above your head, twirl him around a bit, and then just toss him over.
Jesus. As you do so, Rasha just kind of like,
See,
that was pretty
got to put a little
funny.
artistry into it.
But,
Got to put a little artistry into it.
You see a bard come through as he's just like, every party needs music. And then Rasha's just like, name? I am the renowned three-looted harp singer of... That's too long. It's not gonna fit on there. And he like pushes him off the dock. That's more like it.
And maybe you got a point. Maybe there is something about the simplicity of it.
You'll catch on. As you see this turtle come through, and he's like, hey, I'm actually invited on it. He pushes the turtle down. He's like, oh no!
Oh no!
Nordle was actually on the list! And Nordle falls into the ocean.
Serves you right.
Fucking passed it out in the middle of battle.
What?
No, she actually was invited. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it.
And we'll go over to Stern after while you're doing that. All right, Stern. What is it that you want to do?
I think I'm finally gonna finish the thing with Renwall. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go find Renwall and Axon.
Name's not on our
Just shoves off.
You enter the party. There are a few people that pat you on the back as you get through, and you come across this crowd with very burly men as they were gathered around a barrel of ale with a table on top of it and a cloth. You can see men arm wrestling. And it is Axton and Renwall. And they're caught in a stalemate currently. Alright, so they both have similar strength. Renwall has a little higher. So that is gonna be level 15, so That's 11. So that's Renwall.
Oh no.
And then Axton. I believe he has a plus 12. Oh, yeah. Renwall and Axton are going at it, and you can feel like the dot creaking as they're like. Alright. It's time to see who's truly the closest to rivaling Reaver. As Renwall is sticking in there, Axton overpowers him and slams him into the dock, and you see it crack as Renwall is just like staring up at the sky, and he's just like, motherfucker. Oh god. Well, as Axton is celebrating, I am the winner of the Grand Arena, and now currently the defeater of the great Renwall. Celebrate me, men. As everybody's like celebrating him, he helps Renwall back to his feet as they catch you at the edge of the crowd, and they make their way to you as the next two challengers get up to the barrel and begin to arm wrestle. Hello, little lizard man, son. Congratulations, you are the man of the hour. How does it feel?
Invigorating.
Good.
Never thought we'd actually truly make it.
Of course. It's only possible through everyone's teamwork.
Yeah.
And Renwall comes up and he looks at you. You did a good job, sir. That's for sure.
Thank you. We still need to have that discussion that we couldn't talk about during the reassembly of everyone.
It's true.
You want to go somewhere more private?
Yes. As he begins to walk and you follow him, he goes towards the beach, and you can hear the partying above ground. You guys are now under the dock.
Can I ask you some? Oh,
is this something Axton should be there for, or?
No. Considering this is purely because of Dusk Watch.
Okay. So, Renwall will, before taking you under the dock, this is a private conversation, Axton. Go get me a mug of ale, and I'll come to you once we're done. All right, but just don't keep me waiting. We still need to do best out of 3. I don't want to hear no excuses. Of course. As you guys are now alone under the dock.
Yeah. Well, this is a conversation that had to happen. You know, I've been questioning. You've lost your father again, but you've gained a closer relationship with your brother. Are you currently truly happy at this moment?
I'm truly happy. It takes a moment to assess his emotions about it. Do you know how my kind are born into this world, CERN?
I would assume the good old natural way. But
No.
with Reaver's DNA, it's always a little funky.
No.
I would assume.
As he sprouts a pair of wings behind him. It is true. I am Reaver's son. But I am made up of both his aether and my mother's desire to see him again. The Fae, we are born from great emotion. I was born out of mourning. And because of that, it has been my existence. Meeting Reaver and Axton and doing something that wasn't motivated by revenge has me feeling lost. It seems for a good while there, I lost my purpose. But meeting Reaver, I inherited something from him. Something he entrusted with me. Jax. His swordsmanship helped carry Reaver through any challenge that he met on the path. And he entrusted me with its skills, along with Axton. But if to take that purpose from me is what you seek here, I weep for your lost people. But now I have a purpose, and I will not simply let you end it here.
You know, you and I aren't entirely different. What Reaver was to you originally is what you were to me. You helped create something that only seeks blood. Since the day you visited Duskwatch, I've hunted for you guys. Only getting ahead of you by a couple days, maybe even hours. And eventually I had to come to a conclusion. Sure, I could probably take you guys on now, but what use would that do anymore? I truly don't see a point in fighting either of you anymore, or taking anything from you. I just wanted to say I forgive you, and as extension Elros, you guys have shown a lot more courage than I thought you guys would have had. And I plan on rebuilding Duskwatch. I want to invite you to it. To help rebuild it. As he puts his hand out.
You see him relax. Then you can count on my support.
Oh
Me
yeah.
and
One thing.
Axton-
One thing before. Don't tell Elros this. I haven't told him that we turned the fight off yet. I'm just gonna ignore him for now.
You little prankster. All right. Yeah, I won't tell him.
All right.
Just
What
let
was
him
that
know
on you
that-
next? Yep. I could pop up any time in your life.
But you can count on me. Me and Axon. We're planning on starting a new school. Train up a new batch of recruits. Keep the swordsmanship alive.
Well, I'm sure some of the people here would be willing to come help at Duskwatch, especially after being revivified by me.
Well, then see why not.
But yeah. You want to go enjoy some more arm wrestling?
Yeah.
All right,
Axton
let's
just
get the
got
fuck out of
lucky.
here. Sure. And I have wings.
Do you?
No. All right, let's get going. Let's get some drink.
As you go off to celebrate the night away, is there anything anyone else would like to do before we skip ahead?
Nah. I'm good.
Hagen?
Not really.
Okay. Then we will skip ahead. A year will pass. A year of rebuilding and recovering. Small villages, including Duskwatch, will be erected once again. The city of Hexel, with the combined efforts of Ratgan, Wilhelm, and Hazadir, will make strides in reshoring up the walls and building new facilities for everyone. New years pass. Draven went to take a journey. Without Reaver, he feels like somebody needs to grow and help occupy that power vacuum that now exists in the world. With CERN's permission, Axton Renwall created a new swordsmanship school in honor of Jax and Reaver to help young boys and men acquire the skills they would need to survive, and in doing so have inherited a will, inherited Reaver's will to push forward no matter what consequences come. Elros, lost without a master for the first time, wandered. Eventually, he came back to Hexel. And found purpose in vetting nobles and helped Hexel move from a monarchy to a republic from the shadows. Fen, he continued to do what he does best, making a buttload of coin and drinking in every port, from here to Tarami, if they still existed. Nordor went back to Yobai, greeted as a hero and welcomed back into his home. This world isn't perfect, not by a long shot. There are power struggles. There are still threats out there in the wilderness. But with the advancements that Oxyrus has brought to the world, it is slowly becoming more and more safe and settled. Would you guys like to pour in a little bit more of what your characters have done in the year? What you suspect they would have done?
Oh. Hey, go ahead first, Aiken, if you want.
Honestly, Hagen would have just lived her life out in the woods, occasionally visiting basically everybody here and there once in a while just to get out. And see how everyone's doing.
Hagen, you have created a sanctuary for not just yourself, but also those who seek a reprieve from the harsh wildernesses that exist in the world. Still are able to talk to people here and there as you are able to pass without impediment. And how about you, CERN?
CERN would, after rebuilding Desk Watch, he'd probably take some of the classes that Renwall was teaching, and also teach some of the stuff he knows. I'm tempted because I don't know. I was tempted to steal the book that Sai was in, just because I don't know technological advances as CERN. So, no. We'll just go focus on. He'll just focus on learning the stuff that Renwall can teach, and help teach the newer generations of what he knows.
Or as you give Duskwatch your full support, your name along with title and the skills that you learn from Renwall and Axton, you become close friends with them over the year of rebuilding Duskwatch. A good number of people have followed you out to your old home, and you are able to fully rebuild it. It's not as exciting as riding dragons and airships and trains all over the world. But it is the sense of peace that you have long waited for. Ratkin?
After after so many months of helping to rebuild Hexel, assisting Wilhelm and Hazdir in generating and theorizing, producing new, fascinating, mechanical wonders, he eventually starts to become a bit more withdrawn, till eventually he very suddenly slips into obscurity, kind of disappearing, and I suppose avoiding the public eye and the world in general, as he himself tries to make his way to Tarame to see if he can find his father again, out there in the Tarame is like a desert biome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the sandy expanses. Ultimately, whether or not he was able to reconcile his past with his father or not, really doesn't matter in the end, because truly it was only just for his own personal closure on the topic. After these trials and tribulations he had gone through, it was that he wanted to see if there was redemption for his father or not, but upon arriving in the city of Tarami, finding that it was still a bit unruly. I suppose it didn't exactly sort itself out in the year after we had left it in total disorder. There was an interesting rise of a public figure. Used a lot of wealth and influence, trying to reform the I suppose, just one for it, the norms and customs of the land, trying to gain power and rise to the top to perhaps shape it into something possibly new, possibly better, possibly, I don't know, worse, depending on who you ask. I suppose from there taking on a new face, a new personality, trying to change small parts of the world, going from town to town, trying to see if you can enact some form of difference through the different voices and the different names that he can take on.
As you focus on establishing the infrastructure for the new Hexel, you wander to Tarami, and there are whispers of a man that the locals, they call him the Clockwork Traveler, as he wanders with all sorts of contraption, making rights wrong, or righting wrongs, helping desert communities, and generally just trying to make the world a better place. But other than that, not a lot is known. As the world begins to settle, you each have done your part. As the curtains fall on the story of Blood Wars, a new one rises on a small, snowy village north of Astora. The scene, three sitting together on the cottage steps as the sun rises. A white-haired boy smiling faintly and tapping a book labeled Blood Wars. Yes, that's the end of Blood Wars, huh? We made it all the way through. A darker-haired boy grumbles and crosses his arms. I still think it's dumb. My character should have had a happier ending instead of having to self-sacrifice at the end. At least that's what I think. A small fairy, wings glowing softly, hovers just above the two boys. Oh, hush. It was a good story. And besides, you'd never forgive yourself if you hadn't. Heroes don't always get happy endings. The white-haired boy laughs lightly, but his voice wavers. She's right. And hey, it's not really the end. It's the start of a new story. I'm being sent away to study. And I think putting a... He chokes up a little bit, but he gets his words out. A bookmark here is good. I'll be too busy being buried in spell books soon. I think that's a good place to end it. The dark-haired boy also trying to choke back a couple tears, but his mask is slowly falling off. And I'm off to Wolf Run. Jax will hammer me into a proper swordsman for sure. The Jaegers too. I'll be just as busy. The fairy floats gently onto the steps in front of them. And I'll be there to keep this wolf from getting himself killed. Someone has to. Everyone silent for a few moments. The white-haired boy gives a crooked smile. So different roads. But I'm sure they'll all cross. Inevitably. And when they do, perhaps we can write another story together. The dark-haired boy looks away. You better not forget us, mage. As the fairy grins and perches on his shoulder. What he means is, we'll be waiting. The white-haired boy closes the book and writes on the cover, Reaver and licked. Blood Wars. Then it's a promise. As the scene fades away, a new world opens up. The world of the Grand Continent, the lands of Astora, and many beyond its borders. We're moving to a new campaign, new realm, new characters and older characters. Blood Wars is a 5-year campaign, and gotta admit, I got a little excited to add this and that from this campaign into Blood Wars so I could see if it would be okay, or if people would like it. And some characters will be making returns, some will not. I am looking forward to telling you all new stories with my friends, the TheNatOnes. If you guys like this little voice drama, this epilogue, give it a like. If you guys fell in love with my beautiful, beautiful voice, feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to give me a ring-a-ding so you don't miss a thing. And until next time, Doksha. And thank you for watching.